I don't want to do it just for your mother, or for your family, or for my family for that matter.
So, if I can persuade you that I want you to do this for me, you'll be happy wearing a sari?
Yes, of course. Come here. It's just that I'm never sure whether you do things just for your mother. I would love to wear a sari for you.
Well, maybe we should talk like this more often. And you would stop accusing me of being such a mummy's boy, huh?
I don't know about that one.
Bob and Tina, who are feeling more confident, want to begin practicing steps 6 to 8.
You know, maybe try these next steps. Yeah. Okay, it says we have to use statements beginning with I, then wait for reply, listen to what each other says, and then say nice things to each other. Quite like the sound of that.
Yeah, I like the bit about no stings in the tail. We do rather a lot of that to each other these days, don't we? Especially you. Look, shall I start then? Okay. I would really like to talk about getting out for a day, just the two of us. I mean, I love taking the kids with me. It's fantastic and everything, but I would really like you to consider just the two of us going out on our own without the kids for a day. There, I've said it.
Oh, Bob, look, you know I go to work and I don't see enough of them. It's just, I don't think I could go out without them. I'd feel a bit too guilty. And besides, how could we afford it?
You're supposed to be positive. Sorry, I should say, I wish you'd be more positive and find or at least think about a way that we could do it.
All right, I'll try. You know, but there's babysitters, packed lunches, I've got to...
Lunches aren't a problem. I could do that. I mean, it takes me a few minutes to knock up a couple of sandwiches. And besides, it gives me something more interesting to do when I go to the supermarket with the kids.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, I suppose I could ask Mary. You know, I did look after her Dave the other week when she had that awful flu. And I suppose, well, yeah, I suppose we could try. Yeah. But, you know, where could we go that wouldn't cost any money?
I don't know. Peak District. Let's go for a day out to the Peak District and have a picnic. I mean, we could take the car. We've not been out in the car for ages and we're paying through the nose for it.
I know, but do you think we could do it without arguing too much?
Look, I think things have been getting a lot better recently. I mean, we've both been listening to each other and you've been nice to me and, you know, it really helps.
Yeah, I suppose. But, you know, we're both really tired.
I think that's one of those sting in the tail things. Yeah, but you're right. We are tired. But, you know, I'm really impressed by the way that, you know, you listen to me and you wait before you criticise me. You know, it makes a heck of a difference, and I'm really surprised at that.
Well, who knows? Maybe if we keep up with these exercises, we might start enjoying life again.
It is often difficult to talk about things which couples disagree upon and so lead to rows. Different styles of parenting frequently cause these disagreements. See how Joseph and Rachel manage this issue after some coaching and talking and listening to each other.
Okay, look. So now that we have these exercises working, yeah, how about we use the exercises on something more relevant?
All right, like what?
Like, say, how strict you is with the children then.
I do think that is an important topic. But I do not think we can both agree. But at least we can listen to each other's point of view. I mean, that would be a step forward.
It would be if you would listen to me for a change.
Okay, well, why don't you start, and I'll show you that I can listen properly.
All right. You believe in discipline too much.
You can't start like that. You have to say what you think, not what I think. I can do that on my own, thank you very much. I don't think this is going to work.
Right, okay. What I think is, I think that discipline can be too strict, particularly with children as young as ours are. Children as young as ours are need hugs and fun and lots of play and cuddles and things, man. So what I say?
You said that our children at their age need lots of cuddles, fun and play. Is that right?
And that discipline can be too strict at that age.
Yeah, I agree.
You agree? That's news to me.
Well, I do agree, but I also worry that they don't get enough consistency. Like when I keep them up late and you don't come home.
So we're back to that again, yeah?
No, not really. I'm just talking about being more regular with them and consistent. Do you agree?
Yeah. You're saying that you want them to be more regular on a more regular timetable.
Yeah, well, not every day, but most days, yeah.
So what you is saying is that it's all right for them to say stay up some of the time as long as normally they're on a strict timetable.
Yeah.
That's news for me.
Well, I like your idea of having more fun. But I also want you to agree that it's important to be there for them on a more regular basis.
Believe it or not, I also agree. But what I need you to understand is that in my work and with the band, it's not always possible to be regular.
I'm glad we're talking like this. It's so much better than screaming and shouting at each other. And I can understand that the band's irregular. And I didn't realise that it mattered so much for you to be there for the children. I do want you to try harder though, to let me know when you're going to be late.
Bob and Tina eventually broached the subject, which has been the cause of many arguments.
There's something else I wanted to say, and I just think it's something that, because we've done so well with the other stuff that we talked about, I feel, well, I noticed you haven't mentioned your Friday nights out, and I just think it's something we could talk about now, because I think we could deal with it, and I just wanted to, know how you felt, really.
Well, I thought you'd never ask. You know how I feel about it. You know, I'd love to go out on the Fridays. I miss the lads. I miss having a few beers. But, I just think we've been getting on so much better and the kids are a lot more settled. I can wait for them. I can wait for the Fridays.
This is the end of the guidelines for good communication, which we would like you to practice. To remind you of the guidelines, they are: Step 1. Choose a simple topic. Step 2. Partner A speaks. Step 3. Partner B restates what has been said. Step 4. Partner B checks this out. Step 5. Partner B amends if necessary. Step 6. Use I statements. Step 7. Give time to reply. Step 8. Be positive, with no sting in the tail. You do not need to see the last section, but it is available for you to think about and give some ideas of what to do if things go wrong. The couples in section 3 also brainstorm ideas for joint activities that are a little different. Rachel and Joseph also choose to explore their different tastes in music. We hope you find it of interest and hope that it may help you think about how you can look after your relationship. All relationships could do with a little extra attention every now and then. It isn't always easy, so what can you do when things go wrong? See how Dev and Layla think they could manage this.
So what would we do if we got to a point where we were too angry or upset with each other over, I don't know, over whatever issue? How were we then going to get through that?
So if we weren't able to talk about it, you mean?
Exactly.
I don't know.
It's happened before, so there's no reason to suggest it may not happen again.
Yeah. Well, I think for myself, I need to just get out of the room and not be so confrontational and just breathe, really.
Okay.
Because if I don't do that, then I end up saying things that I don't mean.
Okay. Well, I might go into the garden and have a cigarette.
All right. If that's what you need. I might go and do the tree position or something.
What the hell is that?
It's my yoga.
Achha. Okay. Other things. I might. I would like to go for a walk. Just to the shop and back.
And what would you get at the shop? Never mind.
I'll buy you a big bar of chocolate.
Thank you. Because that would help, actually. That would make me feel a lot better. I don't know. I just sometimes just looking out the window helps as well.
Okay. I'll clean the microwave.
I'll make a cup of tea.
And I'll make you a slice of toast.
Okay. And I don't know, maybe dance around the room naked.
We might have to talk about that.
And now see how Bob and Tina get on.
You know we've been arguing a lot recently, so we need to work out what we're going to do if we do start arguing, because it's absolutely pointless us doing anything if we're just going to be...
I can't speak, I get so angry and I don't know what's...
Well, I'm just as bad, so...
Right, so what we've got to do then,
Yeah.
what have we got to do?
Well, it's just, we've got to do something really simple, like, you know, if we start an argument, if we're obviously not going to agree on something, then you've got to, I don't know, clap your hands and run around like a fairy, or just like an indication, do you know what I mean?
Well,
just so we
you mean
know.
to sort of stop it getting too heavy?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Right.
Well, yeah, basically.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, I mean, even if we just have a cup of tea,
Right.
just go and put the kettle on and just calm down for 5 minutes.
What, so when we get really, really angry, then
Yeah.
I just say, and let's have a cup of tea, or
something like that, if that's what you want to do.
what about if I want a bar of chocolate, or?
If you want. Yeah.
So what we need is something that we can do together that we're both gonna, know that's what time out is, so to speak.
Well, why don't we just do time out?
Time out.
Time out. I know it's a bit. it's a bit
TJ Hooker, isn't it?
Yeah,
That
I know.
time out.
But it's something to start off with, and if we
Yeah.
find it's just a bit naff, we can.
Okay. No, I think I could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While working with the therapist, Boris and Sylvia decide they will use a code word, sunflower, when discussions become overheated.
That's a good idea. You know, so that if we say, I don't know, sunflowers or something, we each know we're getting into a danger area. Is that
That's a great idea. Maybe you could check with Boris whether he thinks that's a good idea.
Do you understand what I'm suggesting?
Yes.
Do you think it would be a good idea?
Yes. Yes,
Maybe
I think
try
so.
and
We've
help
never done
Boris.
it, but it sounds as if it might be.
Help Boris now say what he thinks you were suggesting.
What do you think I've suggested?
That if we find we are getting into a round where we're getting off the point of the exercise, one of us should shout sunflowers and we'll stop.
Dev and Layla try using a teddy bear to help them talk together.
So basically, we've got to discuss